I discovered Amanita, it cured me of insomnia, and later on my PTSD was so alleviated that I consider it to be cured at this point. So it's a fantastic, magical, and amazing healer. It is 100% legal, and I'm shocked that people aren't buying it at CVS right now because it should be everywhere. It's accessible. It's more accessible than cannabis, and it's just a barrier of knowledge. People don't know about it. That's the only reason they're not using it. But it's an amazing, fantastic healer, and I believe that Amanita Muscaria will bridge the gap to legality because it gets the common people who don't know anything about psychedelics, it gets them interested in psychedelics if they start trying it just for sleep benefits or for health benefits. And then that later leads to interest in other psychedelics. So I think long-term, Amanita has a very interesting position in being able to push the legality of other psychedelics in the long term.
I think what resonates most is that Kanna is a heart opener or a heart medicine or an empathogen.
The term is empathogen.
Empathogen, yeah. So meaning it promotes a feeling of empathy and connection, connects you with your heart. And that is pretty unique when it comes to plant medicines and especially things that you can microdose. There's now 30 years of research with this plant with actual human studies that show a lot of efficacy for mental health, and especially depression, anxiety, and this is an epidemic in the country right now. And so something that is safe, legal, and has real efficacy should really be looked at closely. This is a true sacred plant. It's been used in ceremony for thousands of years. So it has this rich heritage and folklore around it as a plant medicine.
Ketamine, the reason that I love it the most to work with, primarily with clients, is it's quick, it's fast, it's effective, there's tons of research. So I'm not really fighting this uphill battle and trying to convince people to do this medicine. And even though ketamine is not technically a psychedelic, it does have psychedelic properties, and you do fully dissociate, and you do have hallucinations and visions, and you come back and integrate it. Another reason that I love working with it is I see ketamine as a psychedelic tool in your toolbox for life. Quick fact, it's actually 70% more effective than SSRIs.
5-HT1A is for passive coping. 5-HT2A is for active coping. Psilocin, DMT, and LSD all work at the 5-HT2A receptor site. So the afterglow is really accessing your 5-HT1A receptor, and that's what psiliomethoxin is able to do, and so you get this functional microdosing without any visual or auditory, other kinds of effects, so it makes it more functional than other kinds of microdosing. If you go out in nature and you do that in community, you don't have to take as many drugs. Container is just reminding us that we're the medicine, and all these other things we do are forms of medicine, and the more other things we do that are medicine, we don't have to take as much medicine.